Welcome to our discussion of Parshat Shelach, special edition. When the Jews refused to go to the land of Israel, and they committed the sin of the Meraglim, the Chet HaMeraglim, the sin of the spies, the question is, what exactly was the sin of the spies? I mean, after all, they send messengers, find out if the land was good, and they said the land was challenging, so maybe they can't go. So if they had a mission, well, what's wrong? So many people try to figure out what the problem was, and we can look at it from many perspectives. I'd like to focus on one particular perspective, and that is, Vayalinu alav hakol. They got everyone to complain about this, lotzi diba al haaretz, to tattle, to bear a bad report, perhaps a false report about the land of Israel. They spoke slander against the land of Israel. The rabbis say that it's all about slander. After all, last week's parsha was about slander. Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moshe, and this too is about slander. They're slandering the land of Israel. What exactly are they saying about it? We make an interesting comparison. Where else is someone motzi diba? Yosef said about the brothers, he also gave bad tattling. He tattled and bore bad messages and bad news and bad reports about the brothers, the other 10 or 11 brothers, sons of Jacob. So they tattled against the land of Israel. Interesting. Well, what's the sin in that? What's wrong with that? After all, it is what it is. Why is it that we say, it says in the Psalms, you should see the good in Jerusalem? Why? What if you see something bad? Why can't you say it? So Rav Soloveitchik speaks about the idea of recognizing the segula, recognizing what's special in things. Special. The land of Israel is special. It's not just a land. You know, they can come back and say, well, the fruits are too big, they have giants, the cities are too big. That's not recognizing what's special about the land of Israel. You could say about the brothers, the brothers, this, that. You have to recognize the brothers are special. They're the Shivtei Ka. They're the tribes of Israel. You can't just speak about the tribes of Israel like that. You need to see the beauty in Jerusalem all the days of your life, because there's something special about Jerusalem. We have Shabbos, and you might say, well, my yomi yomayim. This is Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But no, there's a special segula. There's something special about Shabbos. When a person violates Shabbos or fails to make Kiddush or fails to do something special for Shabbos, it's a lack of recognition of what's special about Shabbos. That's why in Kiddush we emphasize, it's special. It's the first one of the holidays. God sanctified it at the very beginning of creation. Something special about it. The Torah, the land of Israel, the people of Israel, the city of Jerusalem, we have to recognize some special quality. If it was another nation, another land, you could say, right, it wasn't a good plan, the land is too dangerous, we're not strong enough to take it over, so can't go there. But they failed to recognize the special nature of the land of Israel, how desirable it is. Eretz Chayfetz, the land, we're supposed to desire it. And in that sense, they committed the same sin that Yosef committed, the same sin that Miriam committed, where she didn't recognize what's special. Lo chein avdi Moshe. Moshe has a special segula character. He has a special nature. Moshe is unlike any other prophet, because the 5 books of Moses are unique in their prophetic level than any other prophecy, any that was or ever will be. It's unique. It's something special. So, what was the sin of the spies? The Chet HaMeraglim. Chet HaMeraglim is to fail to recognize the segula character, what's special about the land of Israel. And failing to recognize that means that you don't understand the whole gift of the land of Israel and the special character. What is special? What's the answer? What didn't they recognize? The land of Israel is a place where Inei Hashem Elokecha Doresh Otah. There's a special hashgacha pratis, a special relationship God has with the land of Israel. It's a special gift that God gives to the Jewish people. And therefore, the failure to recognize this is part of failure to recognize the segula relationship we have with so many aspects of Jewish life. The Torah, the people of Israel, the land of Israel, the Torah of Israel, Jerusalem, the land of Israel. If you don't recognize that, that is truly tattling, that's truly lashon hara. It's truly slandering, but not appreciating what's special about it. The sin of the sin of the spies, the Chet HaMeraglim, is a sin of a failure to recognize. And when it comes to Israel and Jerusalem, it's a special edition, something very special and unique about it. If we fail to recognize that, then indeed we have rejected the gift of God. We have rejected the land of Israel. Thank you for joining us here for our special edition, and thank you for joining us each week for our discussion of the holiday and the parsha. And thank you for joining us today here in Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you.